You wake up groggy. You stumble to the kitchen. You pour that dark, magical liquid into your mug, and you tell yourself, I just need some energy. You drink it, and for a few hours, you feel alive. But then, 2 p.m. hits, and you crash harder than before. You reach for another cup. Welcome to Dr. Levitas. What if I told you that coffee doesn't actually give you a single ounce of energy? The viral truth about caffeine is that it is not a fuel source, it is a loan shark. It doesn't generate energy, it simply borrows it from your future self. And like any predatory lender, eventually, it comes to collect the debt with interest. Today, we are going to expose the mechanism of the adenosine debt. We will uncover why your morning coffee habit might be destroying your natural cortisol, why the afternoon slump is a biological inevitability if you time your caffeine wrong, and the specific 90-minute rule you need to follow to make caffeine work for you, rather than against you. And as we uncover these tips, take a second to hit the like button and leave a comment. Your engagement is a huge help to the channel. To understand why you get tired, you have to understand the fuel currency of your body, ATP or adenosine triphosphate. Every time you think, move, or even blink, your cells burn ATP for energy. When ATP is burned, it loses a phosphate group and eventually degrades into a byproduct called adenosine. Think of adenosine as the exhaust fumes of your metabolism. From the moment you wake up, this adenosine starts accumulating in your brain. It is a biological timer. The longer you are awake, the more exhaust builds up. This accumulation creates what scientists call sleep pressure. This adenosine floats around your brain and looks for specific parking spots called adenosine receptors. When adenosine parks in these receptors, it sends a signal to your neurons that says, slow down. We have been running too long. It's time to sleep. This is why you naturally feel sleepy at 10 p.m. Your brain is full of exhaust. Enter caffeine. Structurally, caffeine looks remarkably similar to adenosine. It is a molecular mimic. Because it looks so similar, it can fit into the adenosine receptors. But here is the critical difference: caffeine does not push the sleep button. It just sits in the chair and blocks the adenosine from sitting down. It is a competitive antagonist. It parks in the spot, preventing the adenosine from delivering its fatigue signal. Your brain is still full of exhaust. In fact, the exhaust is continuing to build up, but your brain can't feel it because the sensors are plugged. You feel energized not because you have more fuel, but because you have temporarily silenced the warning light. You are driving a car with the empty tank light taped over. This is where the loan shark collects. Your liver eventually metabolizes the caffeine. Depending on your genetics, this might take 5 to 10 hours. When the caffeine finally unbinds and leaves the receptor, all that built up adenosine that has been waiting in the lobby doesn't just go away, it rushes in all at once. Because you have been awake for hours while the caffeine was working, you now have more adenosine than you did before you drank the coffee. In this case, the afternoon crash is not a sugar crash, it is an adenosine flood. You go from feeling okay to feeling like you've been hit by a truck because you are suddenly feeling the cumulative weight of all the sleep pressure you were hiding thanks to caffeine. If there is one thing you take away from this video, it is this: do not drink coffee immediately upon waking. This is a controversial take, but biology dictates it. When you wake up, your body naturally releases a pulse of cortisol, the stress hormone. This is called the cortisol awakening response, or Carb. Cortisol is your body's natural wake-up compound. It mobilizes sugar into the blood and increases blood pressure to get you ready for the day. If you add caffeine on top of this natural cortisol spike, two key things happen. 1. Tolerance: you actually blunt the effectiveness of the caffeine because you are already naturally alerted. 2. Disruption: you interfere with your body's natural circadian rhythm, causing you to produce less cortisol in the morning over time. making you more dependent on the caffeine to wake up. Here is the protocol: wait 90 minutes after waking before your coffee cup. This allows your natural cortisol to peak and begin to drop. As your natural energy starts to dip, then you bring in the caffeine to sustain you. You are surfing the wave, not just crashing into it. The adenosine mechanism works perfectly on a 24-hour cycle. You build it up, you sleep, and the brain washes it away. This is the function of the glymphatic system, the brain's waste clearance system that only turns on during deep sleep. But what if you don't sleep enough? If you only sleep 5 or 6 hours, you don't fully clear the adenosine. You wake up with a baseline level of exhaust already in the tank. You drink coffee to mask it. Then you stay up late again. Day by day, this residual adenosine accumulates. This is chronic sleep debt. A study published in the journal Sleep showed that 1 week of sleeping 6 hours a night resulted in cognitive performance equal to staying awake for 24 hours straight. Caffeine can hide this for a few days, but eventually, the biology breaks. You cannot pay back a biological debt with a chemical stimulant. You can only pay it back with sleep. Now, let's talk about a loophole. If you are exhausted and need to perform, there is a specific biohack called the Nappuccino or coffee nap. It sounds contradictory, but the timing is everything. It takes approximately 20 minutes for caffeine to traverse your digestive tract, enter your bloodstream, and reach your brain. Here's what you need to do. First, drink a cup of black coffee quickly or an espresso. Second, immediately set an alarm for 20 minutes. Third, close your eyes and nap. During that 20-minute nap, your brain naturally clears some adenosine, because you are sleeping. Just as the alarm goes off, the caffeine arrives at the brain. You wake up with less adenosine to compete with, and the caffeine locks into the receptors perfectly. It is a double whammy of alertness that is significantly more effective than coffee or a nap alone. Finally, if you want to fix your energy without relying on the bean, you need to look at the sky. Adenosine is one half of the equation, the circadian rhythm is the other. The strongest signal to your brain that sleep is over is not caffeine. It is photon energy, also known as light. When sunlight hits the melanopsin cells in your eyes, it triggers the suprachiasmatic nucleus, your master clock, to suppress melatonin and raise cortisol. This effectively resets the adenosine timer for the day. Indoor lights are too dim to trigger this reset effectively. You need 5 to 10 minutes of direct sunlight within the first hour of waking. This anchors your rhythm. If you do this, you won't feel the desperate zombie need for coffee the second you wake up, because your brain is generating its own wakefulness signals. Here is the doctor's verdict: master the molecule. Coffee is a beautiful tool. I love it. It has antioxidants, it improves focus, and it tastes great. But it is not a replacement for sleep, and it is not free energy. When you understand the adenosine debt, you stop abusing the loan shark. You start treating coffee as a strategic performance enhancer rather than a crutch for survival. Wait your 90 minutes, respect the crash. And remember, the only way to truly recharge the battery is to plug it in and sleep. If you feel like your sleep quality is so poor that you can't function without coffee, you need to fix your deep sleep stages. I'm Dr. Levitas, helping you wake up for real. Watch this video suggestion, it was especially picked for you. Also share, comment, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. It helps a ton with the algorithm. Remain tuned for future videos to empower your health and fitness journey. So, stay healthy, stay happy, and keep going.